Hey guys, Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury live stream. This is the Macau edition. I've been walking around Macau, and the other thing is we're trying to get some punters on there. I got a few people. I got Jay Anthony. Jay Anthony um, wanted to come on. Streaming now.
Yes, send out the link. Yep.
He's a good guy. We always, who else do we have there? Tan's already in the audience, isn't he?
Of course, we got Tam, we got Surdy Danny, we've got Nate O.
Who else
Hey,
do we
and
got
right off
here?
the rip, we've got a super chat there from the Zeal, the Tan Zeal.
The Tan Zeal. That's always good to see. Tan Zeal, $5. Hey, Pluto. Hello, Pluto. Show us the casino floor. Also, hope you're dig the comics. No need to show. Just thought you may enjoy. Yes, some fantastic early. I love the art in the comic books. It's kind of that Art Deco. It's a bygone era,
Mm.
and it's kind of sad. Like print media was such a good form, and newspapers are dying. Even comic strips in newspapers are really dying a horrible death. It's just the way the world changes.
Yeah, well, I
And
think today's generation, I think they show a lot more appreciation towards all the movies and the superhero shit than they do the comics, you know? I think the comics are much cooler. We got Ghetto Matt there.
yeah, I
Never
was
for
talking to
22 months. Sorry.
I spoke to Kalsovitz Keslow the other day. He's cool. He's going cool. He's going strong.
Oh, have we got some negotiation for New York?
Uh Sending an invite. Look, I just had a talk to him and said, look, it's so cool to go, but it's expensive. It's expensive. And to be totally honest with you, I don't want to just whinge and complain, but it is $10,000 for tickets, accommodation, travel, Ubers, food. You're not getting much change out of 10,000 Aussie. We got a super chat. Rich Mitch.
We got a
Let's have
two.
a look here. Who we got now? We got who's jumping on? Rich Mitch, £2. Don't make him milk Macau. I got to tell you, Macau, one thing I will tell you is so they've got these fancy hotels, okay? Fancy hotels. Mark is away at the monastery.
At the monastery?
He
I
does
gotta
a lot of
ask you.
book writing
Oh, yep.
at the monastery. He loves that. Um, it's
Archie, I've
kind
got
of
to
a
ask
yin
you
and yang
regarding
place for him to relax.
regarding New York. If you had sold the Zenith, would you possibly have booked that flight to New York?
No, it wouldn't have made any difference.
Okay, fair enough.
Because if I
Well, I mean, it
got money
would have,
from the
right?
Zenith, I'd put that back into my loan. You know what I
Ah,
mean?
okay, I
That's
see.
not
I
just
see.
free money. I don't know if you guys realize this. All that crazy shit I bought to have on the stream, that wasn't free money. Okay? That wasn't
Mhm.
free money. That was actually that was
We got
actually
another super chat.
that was borrowed money. Okay.
That's
Super
fair enough.
chat, Patel Philippe, $2. Room service up some pork buns, Fatso. You betcha. You betcha. You betcha. We'll have a look at the menu here now. I'll tell you what the price is. Let's have a
Some
look.
pork buns for breakfast?
Let's have a
Fuck.
look.
I do love some steamed pork buns.
Let's have a sticky big here. We'll
Have a
definitely have a
sticky
look.
big.
Oh, there's nothing. The thing is, I find is there's nothing less than $50. Jesus Christ, it's expensive. 248 for breakfast. Fuck. Nothing's cheap here.
You can
Dim
grab
sum.
some pork buns and
Here we go. This is the menu here. Look at that. It's nothing is cheap. Now
nothing's
that's
cheap.
Macau dollars, but I tell you what, 68 for pork buns. Holy shit.
Have a pork bun and a beer. Sing Tao. Hook into
Jesus.
those, eh?
Yes, I think so. Um, what else can I say?
We
No,
got another
look,
super chat.
we've got another chat. Let's have a
Super
look.
chat.
Super chat, super chat, super chat. We got a super chat. Let's have a look here. Who we got? Who have we got super chatting? It's Black Cat 9972 bucks. What are prices like compared to Vegas? Look, they are a fuckload cheaper. Okay. The, Macau is weird. Let me explain this to you. So they have the thing called the Parisian, the Londoner, the Venetian. Okay. They're owned by the same group. They are owned by the
Ah,
Sands Group, okay? Who happen to be in Vegas, okay?
you're definitely taking that pen home, aren't you?
No. But that's kind of the okay, that's the group. The thing is, so you have like a Eiffel Tower, they've got Big Ben, Westminster, all done up, but they don't necessarily. I went to the Parisian, it doesn't have French food. It doesn't really have a French flair. Besides
Mm.
the it's kind of weird. Like you go to the food court, it's all kind of Macau Chinese food. And I will say a lot of the shops, they're very expensive. A lot of designer shops. The Venetian's got all the top brands. The Parisian, they're a bit lower. They're brands I haven't really heard of.
Mm.
And then the Londoner, it's sort of it's got some okay brands. But the thing is, you've got to realize is these resorts are for one purpose only. Gambling. They're for gambling. They're trying to get you in, come to the
Mm.
room, and then go and gamble. They're not here for you to enjoy French culture. It's here for you to gamble.
They want you to pump some money back into their economy. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's that's very much how it is there.
You've got Terry Boston wishing you safe travels, Archie, and we've
Hey
got a super
Terry,
chat
thank
from
you.
Mac Lobster.
Mac Lobster, $5. Arch Bateman had already picked out his valet outfit to attend your needs in New York. It's disaster.
Yes, the
Up
passport's all sorted. I'm ready to go, Archie.
outfit to attend your needs. Ah, would you ever go to New York yourself?
Well, I've got a couple family members there, so I would like to go. And I mean, it's a cool city, so yeah. I mean, it's very expensive though. Very expensive.
Yeah. New Zealand Air seems to be a really good airline. That's a great airline.
Yeah.
You would fly Kiwi Air?
I mean, shit, my limited flying experience, I'd pretty much just go with the reviews and see whatever I can find that's a good price.
Yeah.
Beggars can't be choosers. We got another super chat.
Patel Philippe, $2. Any ants buffets in Macau? What's the food like? Um, okay, so the food we went had a friend of mine and some friends went to an Irish pub yesterday. Look, it was very good Western food, but it was um
Oh yeah, AYCE. That's all you can eat.
all you can eat. We had a I gotta be honest with you, I'm trying to stay away from that. I've put on some weight. I cannot just keep gouging and eating. So I
Just
really try
some.
and
Yeah.
avoid that. Okay.
Mm. Fair enough. Fair enough. Health as well, Archie.
Health is wealth. NATO says sell the brigade to fund it. You betcha, NATO. It's up for sale. It's on the chopping block.
It's on the chopping block.
Mm.
Ooh. So what's new in the watch world? Have you seen this brand new this Vacheron Constantin?
Bring it up.
Let's
Bring it
pull it
up.
up. Let's have a look. It's a very cool watch. Very cool watch.
Holy shit! What the hell is this?
So this is to celebrate their 270th anniversary. I think there's also like a clock that comes with it as well. So it's like a sort of retrograde thing with the hands, and it's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Have a look. What do you think?
I don't understand what the guy. Why do they want the guy on it? What's he do?
So he's pointing at the time. And so the hands are pointing at the time.
What is he? Is he some mythological person?
I'm actually not entirely sure. I just saw this and I thought, oh, it's beautiful. I like there's a lot going on, a lot of complications. It looks very intricate. There's a clock that goes with it too, I believe, and they're showing off the actual
So that guy
watchmaking here.
comes out, or what? No.
No, so this is just assembly. This is the watchmaker assembling the watch. And this is like, see, you see the hands here. You can see the hands here,
Yep.
right? And so this is just part of it. This is another new thing, the retrograde Miller tourbillon from, oh, this is 2016. This is not new. But
That millinery stuff seems to be very slow to sell. It's not really that
yes, yes.
popular. I don't know
Oscar
why.
Mayer. It's the guy from the Oscars. Yeah. Okay, there you go. The Tanzil
Is
nose.
this the guy? Oscar Mayer. Yes, yes, yes. Yankee Doodle, $5. Just joined a gym and hate it. Can't stand working out. What is the remedy? Eat less.
You got to want it. You've got to really want to make that change. I think 90% of the weight loss comes from your diet, and then the other 10% is working out. Even if you get in a walk every 2 or 3 days a week, it's all you need. That's how I did it. So we're not a fan of this brand new 270th anniversary timepiece, are we?
How much is it? And what functions has it got? So retrograde.
How much is it? 1 second. So I think the price is on request. It's limited to 20 pieces. The functions, you've got a double retrograde hours and minutes in continuous
Yep.
display mode. 3D precision moon phase and age of the moon, sky
What?
chart, sidereal day, and a double retrograde power reserve. That's the caliber 3670. Manual wind, 144 hours power reserve. Incredible, honestly. Yeah, it's
Mm.
price on request. I can't imagine it will be cheap.
I don't know if I like. Look. The only thing I'm trying to say to you is I don't understand why they put that guy there. Like, is he a god or is it ancient Greek mythology? Well, I don't know what the fuck he's from. I don't understand.
Hmm.
It's a bit like the AP Spider-Man watch. The
Oh, that's incredibly gaudy and tacky, though, isn't it? I mean, this is a lot
yeah,
more
this is kind of
classy. Hmm.
JD Montreal, $7. You look just fine, big boy. Just a bit wide. Blame it on the camera angle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, JD.
Yes, if you use like a fisheye lens or something, that could be a slimming effect. Who knows?
Mm,
Get like a wide angle camera lens. Anyway,
exactly right.
the golden wanker, Marcus Mandel says.
See, I don't understand what he is. Like, is he a Vacheron sort of thing? You know what I mean? Like, what is this guy? Like,
I'm gonna have to do a wee bit more due diligence before I pull this up in future. But yeah, I'm not really sure the
Oh no,
significance
no,
of it.
no, no. This is always the good thing of having a discussion. We don't know the answers. It's not scripted.
Mm,
It's oh, that's the back of it.
that's the case back, yeah.
So what does the back tell you?
So you've got oh fuck, I'm trying to remember. 1 second. Let's have a look. Because you've got all sorts of features. Sky chart, I think, a side rail day. I could be wrong. There's also like a sort of got a sort of calendar thing going on there. There's a lot going on, exactly. There's too much going on for my tiny brain to comprehend. Oh boy. Here we go. We get Dubs.
Hey, how you going, Arch? How you going? How you going, Arch?
Hey, what do you want?
Dubsy.
What do I want? Yeah, just say g'day. How you going? Where are you now?
Hey, it
What
doesn't
are you
matter,
looking at?
Dub. Just give me bad flow. Just give bad flow, Dubsy. Bad flow with that guy.
I
I,
don't think
I
he
don't
knows
understand
anything
who
about
this
flow.
guy is. I'm just looking up at Monochrome. They've got an article on it. They talk about these clocks, but it doesn't really fucking explain who this guy is. Oh, they've taken it from one of the clocks. Okay, fair enough.
Mm. Well, there's a new clock that actually came with it as well. It's incredible.
So I don't like that price on request. I want to know the price. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, I agree. Have a look at this, Archie. So you can actually see the clock here. They do show the hands as well, I think.
So it's a Vacheron clock and a timepiece.
There's both a giant clock and a timepiece, yes, an actual wristwatch.
My God.
There you go. Incredible. We've got another super chat.
Here we go, another super chat. We got Yankee Doodle, $5. I was at Chiptoe
Chipotle.
today, and the lady in front of me used pay now, buy now, pay later to purchase her burrito. So I covered it for her. She was so relieved.
I've seen that actually. They're implementing those sort of those afterpay services to to fast food. It's
Yeah. Well, I think you can do that on PayPal as well. You can pick 4 payments. You can make it in 4 payments.
yes, that doesn't work here in New Zealand. I wish it did, but I
Oh,
think
why is that?
I don't know. We've got other ones instead. I've got like an afterpay system where they allow you to spend up to $4,000, um, but you've got to pay it back in 4 installments. Actually, you can do like custom payments. You can do all sorts, but yeah, I just avoid using it.
And they charge you interest?
No, there's no interest on it. If you pay it like before their due dates, there's no interest, and in fact, they increase your spending limit. So they encourage you to spend more because they want
Yeah.
to try. That's the trap, They want you to spend more, and they charge you on late fees if you are
Oh, I
late.
see.
Yeah, that's where they get the money from. We've got another new piece. It's JLC here. Have a look at this one.
That's nice.
This is beautiful, isn't it?
That's a tourbillon, is it?
Yes, we've got a tourbillon. We've got I believe this is a perpetual calendar. I could be wrong. Yes, perpetual calendar. And it's regulated by a cylindrical flying tourbillon. It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous. How much is that?
I guess we'll find out in 1 second. Oh boy. Hang on, who's joining here?
Look who we've
Jay
got
Anthony.
here. We've got the big guns. See, he's much better than T-Dubs.
You set the bar pretty low. Hey, Jay Anthony.
How's it going, all?
Jay Anthony, let me introduce you. This is Bateman. He's my co-host here. He does a great job.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And
I like
I don't think you guys have met. I don't think you guys
No,
have met.
we have not met.
So
Good to
Jay
meet you.
Anthony is a huge finance guy. His father worked in the auto industry for many years in executive level. And Jay Anthony's, besides being a car person, he's a watch person and a bit of a finance guy. I think Jay Anthony, to be totally honest with you, everybody needs to be a bit of a finance guy to look after their own finances.
Hmm.
What do you think, Jay Anthony?
I think I'm proud of you, Archie. I heard you've been making some good strides on the financial front. I think we owe you a congratulations.
Look, I got to be honest with you, Jay Anthony. I was running the business using the old formula, which was basically buy things, expensive things to have stuff for the shows and for the channel. And it really wasn't paying dividends. I've also spent a lot of money on some travel, which really, in hindsight, I shouldn't have done. So I thought, you know what? Let's bite the bullet. Yes, I already got a HELOC. Well, I didn't. It's not actually a HELOC. What it was they increased the funds on the loan. So they have a drawback facility. So what I decided to do is I thought, righto, seriously, the money's not coming as it has in the past, which is fair enough. All good things, Jay Anthony, don't last forever. I actually sold off 100 Aussie, which is about 65 US, okay, of watches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good dent. So that the BMW's paid for.
The BMW's paid for. I put 30,000 back into my they're not really my funds. I put it back into the loan. I reduced the loan by 30,000. I can access those funds again, but I don't want to do that. Okay.
I'm very proud of you. This is great news. Unexpected
And
great news.
yeah, I've also I canceled my third credit card yesterday.
What happened? What did I miss?
Well, actually, I looked into the contract because it has that credit card. It's an online. They don't give you a credit card, but it's an online thing. And I thought, what the fuck is the interest rate? What is the interest rate? Because they have these things. You buy something, then you don't pay interest because of this. The interest rate's over 20%. I said, this is a trap. Cancel, gone. It's already paid out. Cancelled it. And I got to be honest with you. Yeah, I've sold. Look, I had to let go of the world time. I let go of some really good stuff, Jay Anthony.
I saw the JLC is gone. I saw the world time is gone. What else did you get rid of?
I got rid of the bluesy.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I didn't notice that. You're right.
And I also got rid of the Breguet Type 21. That's the chronograph Breguet.
18 karat one.
Yes, the rose.
Yeah.
Because I had, well, they were all rose. They were all 18 karat rose gold. So it was one of them.
Did you pick this based on the value or based on what you didn't love anymore? Or both?
I picked it based on what customers wanted to buy.
Okay. I was going to say, I would have expected some of those.
Because I put it out there. I didn't actually list my world time for sale. Okay, I didn't list my world time for sale. Actually, I'll just show you, Jay Anthony. Let's just bring up. I'll show you what's left. Okay, so you can see. what
Let's catch me up.
is left, because I think that's possibly. Let me just find it. But it's been. I've missed you. I've missed you a lot. I was thinking about you the other day. I thought, what the hell's he up to?
I've been
And
very, very, very busy at work.
it's good to see you again on the screen. It's very good to see you jumping on. So this is what is left. Here we go.
Okay. So you got the El Primero, you got your Breguet, you bought actually it was the last two watches I saw you get. Speedy, glad you didn't sell it. Explorer 2 and the Panerai you got recently too. So you have all your recent stuff.
Yeah, I've had the Explorer for a long time. I actually I actually sold it and I bought it back. Okay. I sold it and I bought it back. Explorer, I think I'm actually wearing that at the moment. That's just a classic. You've got to have one Rolex. The Speedy was a gift, so I don't want to sell that. The Zenith, I'm in a mixed bag. I sold it and I bought it back, but then I'm thinking about selling it again. I don't know about that. I'll wait and see.
They have some
The
beautiful like 70s style pieces lately that are unbelievable.
Sorry, what's that?
Zenith has some incredible like 70 recreation pieces right now from the 70s that are beautiful. I know
we saw those. All sorts of dark colors. They look fantastic.
I think Zenith, the bad period was the 90s. They had some ugly stuff in the 90s.
I agree.
But there we go. And I've got two Breguet. I ideally would like to sell one of the Breguets, J. Anthony.
So the one on the right's a porcelain dial, right?
Yeah.
Which one would you want to get rid of? They're so different.
You know what? I don't think it matters. I think I might keep the enamel one's proving harder to sell. I think I'd keep the enamel dial one. Which the enamel is an automatic. It's a beautiful. They're both pretty cool. I don't think it really matters.
Archie, so you know the price on that JLC, and we're talking 180,000 euros. We got a few super chats to catch up on.
Let's go. Here we go. Next super chat, Patek Philippe, $2. J. Anthony, my dude, thoughts on the 849 Testarossa? That's the new Testarossa.
I know it's getting a lot of hate. I really like it, and I have not liked a Ferrari for probably 20 years. The last Ferrari, I actually just drove an F8 a couple months ago, and it didn't do much for me. Wow. I think this is beautiful. The last Ferrari that I really lusted after is like a 550 Maranello or a 355. So I don't like a lot of the modern stuff, but I love the black accents. I think it's cool. What about you, Archie?
You know what? The only Ferrari I've ever been in was an F8 Tributo.
Yep, same.
I didn't drive it. I was a passenger, and it felt like you're in a video game.
It drives like that too. The steering is really light.
And I mean, it's a magnificent car. It feels good, but I'm with you. I think in my Ferrari, if I ever had a Ferrari, I want gated shifter.
Yes.
See, to me, I think the modern Ferraris, maybe a 458.
Those sound good. That's the V8. Yeah, those sound good.
But I agree with you. My most beautiful Ferrari is a V12 Ferrari, a 12-cylinder Ferrari. So a Ferrari uses V12, or they're a flat 12. What are they?
They're flat plane crank. But in terms of like the angle, I don't know the angle. I'll tell you straight up, I don't know.
A 12-cylinder is an incredible thing, but this is using a V8 and it's hybrid.
Well, the 296 now I think is a 6-cylinder too, like a V6.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going the wrong direction. But you know this because you're a BMW guy too. BMW is big on straight six, and the straight six, when it's multiplied to 12, is like the most balanced, smooth running engine you could possibly have. There's like all the vibration cancels out. It's just naturally revving. It's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and it's a straight six, not a V6.
Yes.
I think not many people use a straight six anymore.
No, Mercedes-Benz brought back a straight six recently, which I thought was kind of cool.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, it's like I forget, you're gonna get it wrong. Like the 450, the 400 series. It's like a turbocharged hybrid version, but it's a straight six base. I forget which one it is.
Yeah, the problem is all that hybrid stuff. What happens when it fucks up? That is so expensive to fix. Do you see that or not?
Yeah, I'd be terrified to own any of that crap.
I mean, you know, even with the new BMW 3 Series, even if you get the petrol one,
Yep.
it still has that hybrid assist, you know, which it's got that little Mercedes had that little eco assist where it gives you the power off, but that when that fucks up, you can't drive the car.
So true story. I don't remember the last time I talked to you. Maybe I already told you this story, but I have a friend of mine that runs a European shop and restores BMWs. And he bought a 2018, I want to say, BMW X5 e-assist, and he bought it for like $5,000 US because the battery and the connection to the engine, whatever, I forget what part broke, but it was like 40 grand to fix the car. It was economically totaled at like 6 years old.
Yes.
So he bought off the lady for next to nothing and fixed it himself, but it was within 6 years a scrap car.
That is fucking horrible, don't you think?
Isn't that like criminal?
Well, the thing is, could she afford to lose it?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't know the owner. I just saw him pick it up one day, and I'm like, "What are you doing with a car like this?" He's like, "It was $5 grand. I couldn't resist." I mean, I think I don't know. Emotionally, it's like if your car did that to you, would you want to fix it? I don't know, but I don't know. That's silly.
Because the X5 is actually a pretty good. I'm not a big SUV fan, but they say the X5 is actually pretty good.
I think they look nice. I know people that own the X7, which I think also looks pretty nice. The twin turbo V8s I've heard have had a lot of problems, but I think it's a good looking SUV. I agree.
You don't want the V8 in BMW.
Especially the ones that are 10 years older.
Chat. JD Montreal $7. Jay, you're one good looking dude. Damn, be careful of Mark, the dog trainer. Jay Anthony gets on well with Mark Goldberg.
Yeah,
Mark's away at a dog. He's at the monastery because he does some writing at the monastery.
I think he's saying he's got to look out for him for other reasons. Anyway.
Hey, live and let live. We're not each other's type, but I like the guy.
Yeah, he's cool. We got a super sticker from is it just Walther 2 with the £5?
Thank you, Walther 2. And we've got Endless Time $2. Sell the Zenith and both Breguets and buy a steel Type 21. Sell the Zenith and 2 Breguets. The only problem is with that, I tell you the problem. See, it's hard for me to get out of them. So I'm going to have to wholesale them, drop them further. And then to buy the Type 20, I'm paying retail, I'm paying a higher price. If you could easily slide into it, I think I'd rather keep what I got, to be honest. Endless Time.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for the stainless 21 over your 2 Breguets. I wouldn't do that.
Type 21. Actually, that's a Type 22, that one there.
Oh, is it? My apologies. I mean, I actually love the sort of hint of red of this chronograph secondhand here. This looks great, don't you think?
No, the Type 22 is gorgeous. It is. No, it is a good piece, but it's not the Type. I'm just saying it wasn't a 21.
Yeah. Sorry.
The 21. I had the 21 in gold. I mean, it wasn't. It was good. It was a great watch, but Jay Anthony, I got to be honest with you. The whole YouTube business, I've kind of the reason I have sold a lot off is that I just think the times are not good. Do you know how much money I made from buying and selling? Basically, I sold 6 watches. Okay, I sold one of the ladies' Cartier, the gold Cartier.
Okay.
I sold.
Okay, yeah.
I sold so the men's stuff. What did I sell? I sold the Breguet 21, the World Time, the JLC, the Bluesy. What else did I sell? I Can't even remember. There's so much stuff gone.
Which one do you miss the most?
JLC, World Time, Type 21, two-tone bluesy, and I sold a ladies. Maybe it was 4, and maybe look, I got to be honest with you, Jay Anthony.
You sort of say
Having
girls
paid
well.
the car off, I'm happy to be out of the debt. Okay.
Yeah. Debt on depreciating assets, really bad debt.
Yeah. Yeah. We got another super chat. Starchy, $2. How much did your 3 Series cost in total? Well, the thing is, I had a pretty good tax deduction for it. But you don't buy these things. These things are the fun they give you. They're not investments. If you want an investment, you buy a Kia or a Camry or a Honda. If you want to have some fun in life, the cars that depreciate most often are the most fun. Maserati, Ferrari, they really, well, some Ferraris go up, but a lot of Ferraris don't. But
They're
what
not
I'm
doing
trying
well.
to say is,
Yeah,
sorry, what's
SF90s.
that?
No, you're right. Ferrari actually used to be pretty good overall, but their SF90 has done terribly. They've really burned people on those.
Yes. Look, when you buy these things, they are something for an experience, okay? It's like first class plane tickets or business class. It feels good at the time, but there is no investment reward from it. In fact, there's an opportunity cost because you could have done other things with the money. But
the market's up 18% since last year. If you just would have invested it, you could have paid off all your other crap. I'm proud of you.
Depends what you haven't invested in, but yeah, basically you are right. You are right. Look, so in my case, I wanted to reduce liability. Okay, that's really what I wanted to do, is reduce the outgoings, because I've also had to do some home things. I had whoever built my house in the 70s, they had a dodgy stump, which was a couple of bricks and a couple of pieces of wood.
Oh.
And so I had some proper stumps put in that cost me about $5,000. The termites as well, I had those eradicated, but I've got to put in a barrier. I'm just dealing with I'm trying to get the area dry before we put down the barrier protection. So I'm just airing it out at the moment. But let me say this.
I think you owe your price of the BMW. You've been asked.
Sorry, what's that?
I think you owe the price of the BMW. That was the question. Somebody asked you. I misread it.
How much did your BMW cost in total? Well, it also gave me a big tax deduction over a number of years. So it depends how you work it. We've got another super chat. Helger Strand, member for 4 months. Nice one, Arch. Jay Anthony is an A-grade guest. Now, enough of my woes. What's happened with you? What have you done with yourself? Have you bought any exciting stuff?
I mean, watch-wise, the only thing I bought that you probably haven't seen is, and I haven't sold anything. I had the same stuff, but I bought a big Pilot. I don't think you're a big IWC guy.
Full screen. Let's have a look at that. Big Pilot.
Huge crown. That's a cool
They
watch.
are not cheap. What did you end up paying for that?
Retail's about 14. I didn't pay retail for it. I don't remember exactly. I got it on a discount, but it was off of retail quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Jay Anthony, do you know, out of all the stuff I sold, I lost money on one watch.
So let me think about what you sold. You should have been good on the Bluesy. You should have been good on the World Time. The JLC, I'm guessing, was not great. No? Which one did you lose?
Actually, the only watch I lost money on was the Bluesy. I took a $2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I bought one of those, so I guess I screwed up.
No, I don't know that. Look, it's just timing. I bought it at the peak. I bought it in early 23, which the market was a bit higher.
Yeah.
And I basically sold it to a dealer I bought it from, and he said, look, the price has gone down. He did me a favor. He bought back the JLC at what I paid for it.
That was a good offer. Okay.
But I bought it cheap. It was 13 US. He's now listed it for high teens, okay? And I can't blame him. I lost the only watch overall, selling off everything, those pieces, I made $450 Australian, 300 US.
And you got to use them on the stream and monetize them. That's great.
I'm happy to be out of them. Can I tell you that? Out and reduced. The big thing is the car is paid off. And I didn't actually put that watch up for sale. Someone approached me in the audience and said, do you want to sell this?
So and you didn't do any big services on those either. So you honestly did pretty good. Or did you do a service?
The World Time had a service before I bought it.
Oh, there you go. So you did good, because my 5196 was $1,000 just for the movement, and that would have been way more expensive because of a World Time. I don't know if Tan knows, but I'm sure that wasn't.
Yeah, no, it is much more expensive to service. Yeah, but
you did.
You know what? It's moving towards better things.
I am genuinely surprised and happy for you. That's an unexpected outcome that I think is great for you. I think it's really good, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's much better to limit the spending there. Because in a rising market, these watches were all going up. They're not going up now. You know, the market is very volatile. It's a very tricky market. Like with the tariffs, what's your take on the tariffs?
I don't want to get into politics, but yeah, I'm not a fan of them, but I don't know what's going to work out.
I've never been a fan of tariffs. I think they're a big mistake. But
I mean, I will tell you that my portfolio dropped multiple six figures and went up multiple six figures before and after that announcement, and now it's better than what it was before. But there was a part that stupid tariffs cost me a ton of money.
Yeah.
And in the US, what is it, like 30% now, I think, or 39% for Swiss watches? I mean, I'll benefit because I'm not buying anymore, but I think that's crazy. What about you?
Look, the tariffs, I've got money in retirement. It dipped a bit, but because it's in retirement, I don't watch it every day. It's just, it's there. Market's at a record high. Yes, it is. The thing is, the market is stronger than ever. Real estate market in Australia is stronger than ever. Believe you me, it is very much strong. Starchy, $2. Archie, answer my question, Arch. How much all in? What's he asking? Well, the car, I can tell you, the car cost me 81,000 Australian. Okay, that's what it cost me. I paid for it. That was the sticker price. Anton May, $2. Why China, Macau of all places? How's the watch scene? Because I just feel like traveling a bit. Because if I had to stream 6 days a week and justify everything to the punters, I would have a nervous fucking breakdown. That's the reason. So I like to travel a bit. Otherwise, I just wouldn't do this fucking job. That's the reason. I would have been burnt out. That's
so let's pause a second. You're in Macau? I didn't know you were in Macau.
I'm in Macau at the moment, yes.
Do you go back and forth to Hong Kong? Because I know it's right around the corner too, or are you just in Macau?
Yeah, Macau, Shenzhen, and Guangdong.
We got Disney with the $2. Thank you.
See, the thing you've got to realize is if I didn't do the travel, I'm trying to do the travel on a low cost. I got friends in Hong Kong, and if I didn't do the travel, I'd have a nervous breakdown.
I hear you. I travel to
some of the hatred and nastiness thrown at. Actually, that's one of the reasons. Yesterday, I just the nastiness. There's people who are so jealous. Plastic had 10 houses at one stages, right? Then he had a tax problem, so he liquidated them and bought one paid off. But what he should have done is he should have reduced his portfolio and kept 3. He would be worth 3 times as much as he's worth now.
I'm
And
not
he's
a real
angry.
estate.
He's angry at me because I've got an apartment and a house. He's angry. He's angry. He's angry. 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 Well, you know what? Go fuck yourself. He's just in life. Sometimes you can't always take the best. You don't make the best choices. In hindsight, it's easy to laugh at these things, but the reality is, you know, very angry and bitter because he had so many. Now, you know what?
Oh.
Who knows? At least he tried, but he's so vengeful because he's just jealous, jealous, jealous. I just can't stand jealous people. We've got another super
can't
chat.
stand it.
Patel, $2. Plastic said your house is land only. Well, you try buying one. Actually, in my neighborhood, the land is so valuable, they are knocking houses down just to get the land. So nothing would surprise me. And I've pumped in a lot of money getting. You have little things that happen. We had a termite thing. Well, you just don't leave it. You deal with it straight away. It's like a car. If it makes a noise, you just don't keep driving. You fix the problem before it becomes a catastrophic disaster. And as for Plastic's house, it's a fucking specky build. It's got no character. It's a fucking cookie cutter. Fucking these big Mac mansions. It's a fucking shithouse area he lives. It's way on the north side. I mean, I remember 20, 30 years ago, those were all housing commission area. It's all fucking low rent cunts. Well, maybe that's why he wants to be there, because he is a low rent cunt. That area he lives in, it's all fucking. I hate the north side. It's on the way to the Sunshine Coast. It's so far from everything. Fucking stupidity. Stupidity. Why would you build there? And I would buy a pre-established home, much better quality, much better use of just much more space, much more land. So yeah, you know, Plastic, you want to stick your venom. I've got a lot of venom on you. I'll throw back to you. Mac Lobster, $2. Arch, you're a public figure. Get over it. Well, it's not that easy to get over it. When I was making 150,000, yeah, I could lap it up. By the way, Jay Anthony, I did my tax returns. You know how much I earned in the last financial year?
I honestly don't even know how to guesstimate it because I didn't do streaming.
45,000 45 Aussie, which is what, 30 US. 30 US. There you go. 30 US. It was a very bad season, right? So I've had to adjust the lifestyle. As for the car, how much did it cost me? Well, what's his name? Who's asking this question? Starchy. You can work it out. The interest rate was 6.99%. Okay, 7%. It was. I put down 11. Okay, so I can tell you, the car cost me. The sticker was 91. It was discounted to 81 because it was a 4-month-old demo. Okay, so it cost me 81. On the 81, I put in 11. Okay. And then from the 11, it came with 5-year servicing, came with, so then, okay, so that's 11 I put in. So that means I've borrowed 70,000. So 70,000 was on a 7%. So you can work it out. I had it for 3.5 years before I paid it out. Okay. And that's it. It's mine. I own it fully. It's unencumbered. Jay Anthony, it's unencumbered. Okay.
Proud of
Now,
you.
the thing is, I use a bit for business, a percentage for business. You can't claim the full thing, but you can claim some for business. I did the road trip. I did a lot of things. And that business part is a deductible. Now, the thing is, you can't chase deductions because it costs you you're spending $1 to save 40 cents. That's a silly business move. But if you're going to spend it anyhow, it's not terrible. And I got some pretty good deductions. I was able to claim, I had a big income a number of years ago. I was able to claim 5 years depreciation in one hit. Now, this is also creates another problem is if I sell the vehicle before the 5 years, it's all considered income because I've claimed the because I've written it off. You can't have it both ways.
You get taxed a lot in Australia. That's nutty.
Mind you, we don't have death duties, okay? And we don't have state taxes like you guys do. We have just federal. And if
Texas is that way. Yeah.
Sorry?
Texas, so the U.S., there's government, everybody pays federal tax, but state tax is by individual states. So like Washington, Texas, Nevada, Tennessee, Florida, there's a couple of states you don't pay tax. It depends on the state. But like New York, New Jersey, California, they destroy you. So yeah, I'm with you.
Our taxes, I will tell you this, our taxes are high. Most people pay about 30 cents in the dollar. And in Singapore, you would pay about 17 cents in the dollar. Okay, so we are technically a high tax country.
Is yours graduated too, or no?
Sorry?
Do you have a graduated tax where you pay more based on your income level, or is it all the same?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We don't have a flat tax. It's a graduated. And I will tell you one thing. One of the joys of earning $30,000 a year, you know what?
Low tax.
There's very little tax on it.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'd rather earn the dollars. And that's why my patience for dickheads has kind of evaporated a bit, Jay Anthony. When I was earning the bucks, I need to put up with it. Now that the bucks aren't here, I can be a bit more selective in what I put up with. Does that make sense?
It does. I think you put up with too much, my friend.
I think you're right, actually.
That's why I quit YouTube. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
Sorry?
That's why I quit YouTube like 6 years ago. It's just not worth it.
No. It's okay if you come on for fun.
Yeah, which is why I'm here. Here for fun.
But that's very different than if you have to be here because your life, your income depends on it.
Yeah, that's rough.
But here we go, another super chat. Starchy, $2. 100,000 for a demo for. Well, I said to you it was 81,000. Okay, 81. Okay, 81 Aussie. Okay, 100,000 for a demo 4 banger. You're a real Gordon Ramsay. What does that mean? What is Gordon Ramsay? I don't understand that reference.
Mm.
I don't get it either.
Well, I mean, he's a top tier chef, isn't he? He knows his shit.
I like Gordon Ramsay's
Yeah.
restaurants. I've been to one in London. Amazing food. I don't understand. Starchy's always have a go. They want to have a niggle at you. They always want to have a dig. You know what? Luxury cars are not a way to wealth. They are a wealth hazard. I will always tell you that luxury cars have never been a way to prosperity. In fact, if you buy a 7 Series or an S-Class Mercedes, it's a almost guaranteed definite path to poverty.
Every time I see an expensive car, I think the person's in debt. That's the first thing that crosses my mind is that they're broke.
Well, most of them are. BMW, I think, sells about 60 to 70% of their leased vehicles, just because of the way the car is packaged and that there. And
yes. The loophole is SUVs. There's certain SUVs, I forget what the exact thing is, but like Escalades and Range Rovers, and some of them qualify as a tax write-off. So there's certain ones. That
Not a Range Rover. It needs to be, no, in my country, it needs to be a utility where it has a tray on the back. Like a Ram technically is a tax deduction. You could claim that fully, but a Range Rover, because it doesn't have the tray on the back, it's not the same type of vehicle. But a Defender with the tray is. I don't know if you remember, there was a Porsche 944 where they converted into a utility due to the taxes in Sweden. Did you ever see that picture?
No, but that would break my heart. I don't know that I want to see it. That was a good-looking car, unless it was just a standard 944, not a turbo. We could pull it up. I'll probably get sick.
Yeah. It was done in the 80s. That's when it was an interesting vehicle to avoid taxes. What's these two beautiful watches on the screen here? Look at this. We've got ceramic.
Couple 41mm subs. This is the latest iteration with the 3235 movements. The new, it's got the 72-hour power reserve, I believe. Brand new. What do you think, Archie?
I love them.
These are the 21 mil bracelets.
You can't argue with that.
Yes, the 21 mil lug width, I believe. They've updated the clasp and the bracelet.
That's my only issue, is the 21 mil lug width. It's such a weird size for a Rolex.
I would love to see how these wear in comparison to the previous generation, the 40 mils with the maxi case. I do like the how slim the lugs are on these new 41 mil subs. I'm just not sure how I feel about the bracelet width. You know, that's what I'm not really sure about. Hey, we've got Michael. He's gifted 10 memberships. It's very generous.
Hey, Michael, thank you so much there.
So Bateman, is your name a reference to one of my favorite movies, American Psycho, or is there another reason that you go by that?
It would be, in which he wore the American Psycho. Yeah.
Yes, you know. Yeah, I was going to say, they wouldn't let him wear a real Rolex.
Yeah, well, I guess they didn't want they didn't want the name associated with serial killer. So,
you know, I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
So since I haven't met you, what do you like? What's your collection, or what are you into?
Well, at the moment, my collection is very, very basic. I've got a Seiko that I've inherited from my late father. I've got my own sort of Seiko that I bought, and so my most expensive watch would be my Explorer 39.
He's a newbie collector. Newbie collector.
Yeah.
And Jay Anthony, we're trying to mold him. We're trying to mold him into the hobby.
Get out while you still can. It's a drug addiction. What Seikos do you have? That's a great way to start.
Well, I've got it's the previous. Well, it came out before the SKX. It's the 7002 Diver.
Yeah. Non-hacking.
Non-hacking. Yeah, you got to give it the Seiko shuffle.
Yep. Those are probably more valuable too, ironically.
I'll pull it up on the screen for you. I recently, actually, we'll go
is it on the Jubilee, or what's the bracelet?
No, it's the Oyster. It's very beaten up. So here we go here. You got down below, you got the 7002, and then the one that I've bought that cost me $2,300. That's the GMT. It's got the Marine Master style case. I love this piece. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted a nice little Seiko because I don't really want to wear my late father's one. I do appreciate it. I just don't wear it all that much, you know. And so my first luxury watch purchase would have been the 42mm Pelagos.
Yeah, that's nice.
I enjoyed that, but at the time I wasn't too fond of the titanium. I don't know why, but
it's really light.
It is really light, but I'll tell you what, like I've sort of grown to appreciate it now that I've gotten rid of it. But anyway, I sold that off and I got a Speedmaster racing dial. Because I thought that would sort of satiate me for my fix for a Speedy. And I mean, it was only a racing dial. I was wrong there. Sold that. I got a date just with the champagne tapestry dial. You can see where I'm going there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I wasn't too fond of this because this had a very saggy bracelet. You know, someone had really just worn the crap out of this thing.
So that was a 16, what is it, 013 or I can't remember.
16233, yeah.
You had a mid-90s piece.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
It was actually a birthday piece, which was kind of special, I guess. If people actually go with the whole birthday thing, sold that. I got a Seamaster Professional. This is the black with the wave dial, the ceramic bezel. That was probably my biggest mistake because that thing was huge. I thought I'd like it.
Ceramic.
It's yeah, it was ceramic, yeah, with the wave dial, that sort of zirconium oxide, I believe it is, that wave dial. Just the bracelet was so bulky, you know, it was really incredibly bulky. I just couldn't deal with it. No taper, nothing like that. And so I sold that, and now today I have the Explorer 39. So
that's a great shot.
Thank you. I need to actually get a better lens for my camera. That's what and to try and improve my photography, because that's another sort of thing I enjoy doing, even though I've just got a very basic camera. Sorry?
I said, honestly, it shows in the way you capture that, the way the lighting is.
Oh, thank you. I think, well, me and Archie actually have the same camera, so there you go. Although he's got more lenses than I do.
Watches, pens,
Absolutely
cameras, cars. There's a lot of things you get screwed with at the same time.
Yes, and so recently I was able to try out the Omega, the No Time to Die. Yeah. Because I do love that piece, and it was titanium. It actually felt really nice. I just wasn't too fond of the mesh system on the bracelet, and how, like, the remaining portion of the bracelet, when you're adjusting it, it just sort of tucks underneath it, and it sort of made it quite bulky on the underside of the bracelet. So I wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan of the Omega mesh either, to be honest with you. I think the Breitling bracelet's better. That's mesh.
Yes, and so I think I'd rather, for that reason, because I wasn't a fan, I'd rather just aim for a 40 or a 41 mil sub. And so after speaking to someone that I know Archie's not a big fan of, he's sort of trying to push me onto the Starbucks here. But I'm more of a classic black enjoyer.
I quite like the Starbucks, actually. I'm still officially on a wait list for 5 years. I know I'll never see one, but if you get either one of them, you did good. I just settled for a bluesy because I couldn't get either one of these.
Damn. Yes, well, I mean, I'm not made of money, you know. I would rather just sort of shop around and search secondhand. I'm too lazy to put myself on the wait list. You know, I'm not actually making that much money at the moment, and the money that I do have set aside, I don't want to put into another watch until I've got like a more steady source of income, an actual good source of income.
Very wise boy there. Look at this there, Jay Anthony. He's very good.
Well. Yeah.
He's wise. I mean, you know, to be honest with you, I've always been jealous of one watch owners, you know, like, it's funny, the more you have, the more you want. And it was only when I started selling fucking things off that I realized, hang on a minute, this is actually, I started to get addicted the other way. You know what I mean?
I got to sell some stuff off. You end up with too much where you just don't really wear all of it.
Yeah. And the other thing is, Jay Anthony, like I had 10, by the way, the other piece I sold off, that was the IWC. Remember I bought the Petite Prince, which I bought that as a spec piece.
I love the Le Petite, but I don't remember this. Was it a Chrono or was it just a?
No, it was just the three-hander, the date with the three-hander.
On the bracelet or on the strap, the Santoni strap?
It was on the strap. It was on the strap.
Okay. I don't remember this. I just forgot.
Yeah. Anyhow, I ended up selling it, and you know what? I made $100. Okay, 100. I mean, I was just actually within this watch market. To be honest with you, Jay Anthony, I am just so fucking happy to be out of things. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I do. I see it as a time to buy, but yes, I wouldn't want pieces I overpaid for right now.
I've also started to realize there can be a bit of a ticking time bomb in the sense that if you've got 10 luxury watches, that's 10 repairs you're up for.
I serviced 4 watches last year, so I hear you.
And I mean, look, you can, it depends how pedantic you are, but by the way, I took the other watch I took with me was the Breguet This is the tradition.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, and you can wear that there safely. That's beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah, it's only problem is it's a bit hot in China and Hong Kong because the weather's very hot. So you don't. I just bought a new strap. I took it with me because I ordered a strap. It took 3 months to get the strap in, and I didn't want to renege on that because I promised I would buy it. So I kind of I don't. Once I order something, I don't like to renege on the deal. You know.
Well, that's what I find funny because you mentioned the climate. The IWC I'm wearing now also came from China, come from Kowloon, and it's like they have so many strap watches they sell there, but the weather's so
that's
crappy.
Hong Kong. Kowloon's that's where I stay in Hong Kong.
I know. I
Kowloon,
bought this is from a dealership in Kowloon on Nathan Road. So it's like they have all these strap watches, and it's so damn humid. Why would you know?
Yeah,
anyway, it's
you know,
hot.
actually in wintertime, it's actually really pleasant there. You know, in winter, you can actually wear a suit in winter. Wintertime is Christmas time, because they're Northern Hemisphere. It's Christmas time is actually, the weather is fucking amazing. Because I've never traveled there before, and I went there in January, and I thought, fuck, this is, like, it's actually cold.
Hong Kong is one of my favorite cities in the world. I have not been to Macau, but I'd like to see it.
Macau has got that Portuguese flair to it. It was settled by the Portuguese. The funny thing is, Jay Anthony, I'm staying in a Sands hotel, which is, they've got the Parisian, which is, they've got a half-scale Eiffel Tower. They've got the Londoner, which has got Westminster, Big Ben.
There's like a Venetian there too. I think I know what you're talking about.
Venetian.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, each of those hotels, the Parisian, you'd think they would have croissants and French stuff. Not really. It's all just Chinese food. You know
You're not
what
gambling,
I mean?
are you? I shouldn't be worried about that for you, should I?
No. I never gamble. I never gamble.
Okay.
Gambling is that's the worst thing you could possibly do.
So you and I both collect random facts. The Venetian Hotel in Macau at one point, I think it still is the biggest hotel in the world.
Yes.
The room looks nice wherever you are. It looks actually quite nice.
Yeah, I'll tell you after the stream. I don't like to announce the hotel until I've left because people.
I'm not going to dox you. I hear you.
Yeah. But I must tell you, these hotels, they have, the Parisian has like nearly 3,000 rooms. I think the Venetian is it's even bigger. That's an incredible number of rooms. And the one thing is, they're here for the gambling. That's what the whole point is, for the gambling.
Have you been to Las Vegas before? Because Las Vegas, especially like the
Wynn. Oh yeah, no, I stayed at the Wynn.
Yeah.
But the only thing I got to tell you is, I was at the Wynn. That was bondage paid for me. That was $590 a night. $690 a night.
That's not bad. I stayed at the Aria, which was not great, and that was $1,000 a night. So I mean, it depends on when you go and where you stay.
I mean, don't you think that's ridiculous?
I do. I mean, I've stayed at the Fontainebleau there too, which was not that much, and I thought it was nicer than the Wynn.
Yeah, next time I'd stay in that pyramid one. You know, the Luxor.
Oh, that's a little sketchy. I don't know about that one. That's on the. They're supposed to tear that down every couple of years.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's affordable. See, it's one I can afford to stay at. You know.
And if you bring a black light with you, you'll see all sorts of history.
That's it. Well, I like your humor. But seriously, let me ask you something. Like, people say, "Oh, Arch, it's such a shame you got rid of the." They all banned me for saying I got rid of the world time, right? But as a dress watch, do you honestly think this Breguet is garbage?
As an investment or retainer of value, yes. As a watch, no, I think it's beautiful.
But I mean, if you buy it cheap enough, this actually has had quite a few. I'm actually thinking of selling this one because people seem to want. I'll pull up a picture.
I do think it's gorgeous. And what's our friend from Kuala Lumpur? I can't think of his name right now. He has one too.
Yeah, Erwin.
Thank you. Yeah, I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, Erwin.
Which one has he got?
He's got the same one, except it's in white gold.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful watch. It really spectacular. I'll just bring this up here just so you can see. Let me get this up. Oops.
Comments never get old.
Pressing the wrong button. One moment. There we go. Let me have a look.
He got Mark in the comments there.
No, why isn't it bringing it up?
What are you looking for?
I'm just bringing something up. I don't know why my PC is being a bit strange.
Oh dear. Too much porn, maybe.
Okay, we just ignore it. Too much porn, maybe. Yeah, good point.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyhow, look, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. But the thing is this, I got to tell you, Jay Anthony, it's good to be out of the debt. I got to tell you, I could sleep the first couple of days after I paid the Beamer off. I actually could sleep in without having horrible nightmares, because I'll be honest with you, my income for the last financial year has been significantly down. There we go. That's a beautiful shot there. It has been significantly down, which means I had the HELOC. I wasn't making the house payment because money was short. Okay, money's been short. So now not only did I pay the car off, and that's no more car payment. And the thing is, if the Beamer gives me the shits, if I've got something expensive, I can just put it in the garage and worry about it next month. You know what I mean? There's no repossessions on fully paid off cars.
I don't disagree with any of that. I don't even know what interest rates are anymore. I haven't had a car payment for a while, but I hear the interest payments are really high.
We got Nick Miller. Give Narc a wrench. No, Narc's a pain in the ass.
Narky poo.
I can handle him in small doses, but big doses. I really do love this Breguet here. The thing is, the World Time was a spectacular watch, spectacularly made watch. But I got to tell you, I'm really happy to have the car paid off and some emergency money, because I got to be honest with you, Jay Anthony, I think the economy is not heading so great. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's great either.
I'm more conservative than left wing, but I've got to be totally honest with you. I think it's I just don't like the business sentiment. That's the problem.
No, I don't know about Australia, but at least in the U.S., I know the car market here is a mess. A lot of people are having their cars they can't afford to repossess, which is not surprising. They bought all that crap with free money during COVID, and now they can't pay for it.
Yeah, very, very true. It's Hey, Bateman, just give me a minute. I just got to exit out of this reboot, okay?
No worries, mate. It's bogging you down. It's fair enough.
Yeah.
So, Bateman, are you also in Australia?
No, I'm here in New Zealand. The better Australia. We call it Australia 2.0. Minus the creepy crawlies and the venomous snakes, Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you have a lot of people out here fleeing there to be safe from Armageddon. Apparently, you're like the safest country in the world from war and like natural disasters. So I think you're ahead of the rest of us.
That's right. Although the way things are going at the moment, I think people are going to start fleeing here. We could be wrong.
What's going on?
Oh, it's just a lot of shit. We've got a lot of shit going on here. Hey, we've got Roy jumping on. Good to see you, man. Archie will be back soon.
That's cool. How you guys doing?
Doing good. We're doing good.
So Bateman, if I don't remember, the other one was 2 days ago or whatnot, we were looking at those 5712s that had the updated class.
Yeah.
And so I did some digging around. It looks like essentially the final production run before they discontinued it got that.
Okay. Oh, and so they've only just recently discontinued it, haven't they?
Yeah, it was discontinued at the beginning of this year. So some of the ones that were delivered, I mean, they're probably made in 2024, delivered in 2025. Those have that clasp.
Interesting. I mean, shit, I'll be honest with you. I haven't really been keeping up to date with Patek. I've never been in the market. I never do see myself in the market for a Patek, but I do appreciate them. You know, they're just absolutely beautiful timepieces.
Well, for me, it's a little bit frustrating. It's a market that left me behind because I was like right when we were having our kids is when I bought my DSST. And I'm like, oh, I need to buy something that's gonna, you know, be pretty indestructible and whatnot, because gonna have the kids around the house, they might get a hold of it, which they did. But the other watches that I was looking at is I was either gonna buy a jumbo or I was gonna buy a 5711. I'm like, I'll always be able to get those. Nobody cares about those. I mean, you know, they were trading 20% under retail, brand new.
Yeah,
that changed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I would go to Tiffany's in San Francisco and you'd see Tiffany's stamped Nautiluses in Aquanauts in their case.
I really don't understand for the appeal with the Tiffany stamping. You know, can you make that make sense to me?
For like my wife, you know, she really likes that it says, you know, Tiffany's on it. When we were like right before we got engaged, we were actually at Tiffany's in San Francisco. They had, I can't remember if it was like 31 or 33 millimeters. It was a white gold ladies Nautilus on a leather strap with diamond bezel. And I want to say, you know, it's Tiffany's, so they're not going to give you a discount. But the retail ask on it was something like 36,000. And I'm like, oh man, if you really want it, I could probably get this exact watch without that Tiffany stamp, you know, on the gray market new for like half that price, because especially at that point, a precious metal ladies Nautilus is not a desirable watch. And so I'm pretty confident I could have got that price down to like 20 grand. And then
wow,
she's like, well, no, I really like that this one says Tiffany's. Okay, well, whatever.
No, that's fair enough.
What are you buying? So what's the ladies' watch? You're buying a ladies' Nautilus? They're still very desired.
No. This is a story from back in 2013 before like anybody cared about these things.
Okay. Yeah. I never really liked the Tiffany stamp on the dial. I thought it kind of was a bit tacky, but people pay big money for it. That's for sure.
Well, they never used to. That's the whole thing. Is like all this changed so much. But it is what it is. Now, I was telling Bateman as we were looking at the updated clasp on those 5712s, it looks like they did the updated clasp on the last production run immediately before discontinuation.
Yeah.
I remember when you could add one of these for $50,000 USD about 4 years ago, and I thought that was overpriced, and now I clearly missed the mark.
Yeah.
God.
Well, like I said, back when I was looking at it and I bought my Deep Sea 5711, I was looking, if I had gotten that rather than the Deep Sea, I would have paid 18 new on the gray market for it.
Wow. That hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And if I would have gotten a jumbo, that would have been 15 or 16 at that time, if I remember correctly. But
an AP jumbo? What'd you say? Which one?
Yeah, an AP jumbo.
Wow. Yeah.
And this was just after they had updated the watch, where they sort of dumbed down some of the finishing on the movement, but they gave it the much better bracelet and clasp.
I got in a lot of trouble on this stream about a year ago for saying the clasp on this sucked. So I'm happy to hear that they made a change, or they agreed.
No, it's funny. We were having this conversation, you know, a couple days ago, and that was my comment. I'm like, it feels like you're going to break the clasp on it every time you open it. And like the idea that somebody's going to pay $100 grand for that, like, baffled the mind. And then Bateman was showing the 5712, and he pulled up what it had that new butterfly on it. So after the stream, when I got home, I had to go look online and try to figure out what was going on there.
Mm. Yeah, so with the new butterfly, I mean, obviously it's the butterfly instead of that little flip lock thing. You've also got like a tiny little micro extension on each side. That's my understanding. It's hard to see, but they sort of just pull out. You know, it's incredible.
Yeah. Well, I know for sure they did that on the white gold one. I don't know for sure that they did it on this clasp because there's just no information on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, there's
they
nobody's
keep it very under the radar.
or done anything. It was a silent update. And actually, that reminds me, for a long time, nobody knew that the version 3 of the Overseas had that. It took years before people started somehow noticing it.
I'm trying to find a video of this clasp.
You could probably have to do it as like a 5811 review because I doubt anybody's videoed one of these last production run 5712s.
I got a rose gold one. That'll do. Here we go. So you can see it here, and it's able to pop out just a tiny bit. See that?
That's a big upgrade.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice feature to have.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially because you have it on both sides, so you get like
both
2
sides.
millimeters maybe.
Died. What the fuck?
Exactly. Sorry, Archie?
Did you see the news there? Robert Redford died.
Yes.
Oh wow. How old was he? I mean, jeez.
He was like 89.
89.
Yeah. I mean, you can't say that he didn't live a full life. I mean,
yes. Wow, I loved him.
I'm always
we've
shocked
been
at how
losing a lot of the actors from that kind of like golden age of cinema.
Yeah, he was born in 1936. I mean, let's not forget that.
it's amazing how much of our American cinema has been like appreciated overseas. Honestly, I'm surprised
That's
you guys.
Robert Redford. That's not Robert Redford, is it?
It's Robert Redford.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
a terrible photo. That's a terrible photo.
What's your favorite shot of Robert Redford, Archie? Let's pull up your
He was
favorite.
in Indecent Proposal. He was in Indecent Proposal.
This is like one of the most legendary pictures. Hang on. See, look at this. It's that sort of classic nod right there. That approval, you know? He's watching you get that third loan on the HELOC or something. Look at that. Yeah, there you go. Anyway.
He was, yeah, there you go. There you go. Amazing news.
Rest in peace. Amazing news. What the fuck?
It's, hey, I'll just show you. So I found a picture for you. If I can bring it up, I'll bring it up. Okay, here we go. Have a look at this here, J. Anthony. This was my collection at its best.
I have not seen this compilation shot before, but I do remember every one of these pieces.
So look at the front row. World Time gone. JLC chronograph gone. Breguet Type 21 gone. Boom, boom, boom. Shots fired. So top row, first 3 are gone. And then the bottom row, the bluesy is gone.
You're the whole reason I have a bluesy.
Look, they're a fantastic watch. I would love one again. But you know what? In this hobby, look, in hindsight, I would have liked to have kept the bluesy, but I had to get the sales happening because at that stage I had sold nothing.
No, I get it. Rolex is always easy to sell.
And I sold the bluesy and the JLC as a deal. The deal was I took a loss on the bluesy, but I didn't lose on the JLC, which the JLC is actually a fucking beauty. None of you guys liked it. You guys bagged me out for that, which in all honesty, as a chunky monkey, that was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gold much more classy than a fucking solid gold sub or a fucking Daytona. It was class. It was class. The other one, World Time that was always great, but the Breguet chronograph gone. Which one do I miss most out of the lot? I miss them all. They were all beautiful pieces, but the question is, which one do you keep there? Out of the two Breguets that are left, I probably will sell the tradition because it's kind of a very, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm just going to stop for a bit, Jay Anthony. I think I've sold enough off. I'm allowed to. See, this is the problem. Once you start selling off, you know what happens then, don't you?
You reach a point where you buy a bunch of crap more back.
No, you get addicted to selling. So you even start selling more off than you would have done normally. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I sold off like 5 watches last year and I bought 6 back. So I don't know what to tell you. I think there's a danger in selling too many off.
You know what happened? I actually got so pissed off with a dealer. I sold a watch to. Do you want me to tell you the story, Jay Anthony?
Tell me the story, Archie.
So I sold one of the watches. I sold the Zenith. Okay, I sold the Zenith to a dealer, and basically I sold it for $5,500. Okay, $5,500 Aussie. So that's only 3,000 US. Okay, and I had gone to the trouble. You see the leather strap? That is a Zenith blue leather strap. It matches that register at 3 o'clock. It's the same blue. Okay. It took me months to get that in. Okay, ordered it in. Okay. Then when he put it for sale, he gave the rubber strap back to the dealer and said, "Oh, you can have this." You've got to sell it with both straps. You sell it with rubber and leather. You don't just. I got so pissed off at the way they did it. I said, "Right, I'm taking it back." Can you believe that, Bateman, or not? I got so angry at how they were trying to sell it. I said, "You guys are idiot. You got to sell it with this." Look at that. I mean, seriously, is that a horrible watch? I know some of you guys, you just hate everything I buy. That's just your shtick. But I honestly think this here, the best thing about the open heart is it doesn't have the fucking date. It has no date because the mechanism would interfere with the open heart because it runs through there. That's where the date function is. So they had to remove it. Look at this Zenith. It's fucking big box. Now this is the Breguet. I mean, seriously, look at this. A little bit of dust on the glass. I forgot to fucking clean that. But you look at the photos of this. How is this garbage? And this is at a price point not far off your 51.96. You look at the workmanship in this Guilloche dial. It's just proper. This is a proper wooden box too, by the way.
Guilloche dial, yes.
Now,
Guilloche.
Guilloche, Irish guy does them at the back. What do you think? Hey, Jay Anthony, what do you think of this faux enamel dial Breguet here? What do you think of this? Is that beautiful? Breguet hands, Breguet numerals.
You know what it reminds me of is a watch that I have that's going to piss you off.
What's that? Nothing you could say would piss me off. Go on.
That's what it reminds me of.
Oh my goodness.
I can't get the dang thing to focus.
Yeah.
This giant erect crown.
There.
What brand of pocket watch is that?
This is an Elgin, and it's actually, I mean, this thing is huge. I mean, it's like 51 millimeter. It's massive.
Oh wow.
No. Cool. Well, they copied a lot of stuff. Elgin was a very affordable. They're kind of like the Seiko of their time.
I'm telling you in a nice way that I like it, and they're both enamel dials. Actually, this one's porcelain. Yeah.
Well, Patek doesn't do enamel dials for anything that's not under $500,000. You know what I mean? They just fucking.
Unless you get a 3919 with the email dial. I forget what they're called. What's what they're called? Yeah, you can find them.
Yeah, that's right. Correct.
But 33 mil.
They haven't done that for ages.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's a beautiful watch. It really is. And the 5196 is a 215 PS, like basic movement. It's not this kind of a movement. That box is beautiful too.
This enamel, this is actually automatic. Believe it or not, the thing I love most about this Breguet here is the fact that it's automatic. Normally, the automatics have a date. There's no date on this. I absolutely love the fact it's got no date. No date.
What size is that, Archie? Is that 40 mil? How big is that?
40 mil. 40 mil.
Yeah.
40 mil.
That's a great size.
We've got a super chat.
So we got a super chat. Frank V, $2. Arch, official Zenith blue strap. I'll add 2 mines. I'll add 2 mines. What does he mean? Frank V. Oh, Frank V's got one. $2. Arch, official Zenith blue strap. I'll add 2 mines.
I think he's asking if it's an official strap.
Yes, it is. Yes, that is from Zenith. And it was $590. If you want to buy mine, I'll sell it to you, Frank.
Whew.
At a discount. I'll take 100, whatever it cost me, minus $100.
It's 590 Aussie bucks.
I've got the invoice at home. When I'm home, if you're interested, I'll do it. If you want it. But
does it come with the watch?
It's a look. I like it. I ended up wearing a lot on the rubber, but hey, it's whatever floats your boat. I love the Zenith is beautiful. Frank, you can get that strap from Zenith directly as well. They're in Melbourne. That's where you are, Frank. They're yeah. I had to order it, but just get the blue leather Zenith strap. I think it was $591. I think from memory, but I just think it turns it from being a sports watch into a dress watch. I fucking love that. You know, Jay Anthony, can I say this to you? Now that I got rid of some of the gold fuckers, right? I really fucking love 2 watches that I've really loved lately.
Okay.
The Pam.
Yep.
And the Zenith. I don't know why.
I mean, that's the story of liking watches. The price at some point doesn't really add to the value of ownership. You like what you like.
I don't know if you knew this, but when I was in Geneva, I bought one criticism with the Pam was it had a really thick leather strap, really thick, sort of non-flexible.
Yeah, I have one of those on
in Geneva, I went to this is a suede. It's very flexible, very thin, genuine Pam strap in the blue. Look at that. That's because blue's kind of my favorite color.
That's 24 or 26. No, that's a wide strap. How big is that?
Oh, this is actually the diameter of the watch is 47. This is a 47. This is a Pam 662.
Ooh.
I think it's 22 strap. I think it's I honestly, if you know that reference, you could look it up.
I'll look it up.
It looks pretty wide. I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah.
I'm reading that it has a 26 mil lug width, which is incredibly large.
Yeah, that would make sense to me. I like to contrast with the dial.
I love this dial too. This is it's actually also got, when you're traveling, you can adjust the hour hand by itself, so you don't fuck up the. It's very. I really adore this watch here. I've really come to love.
I regret selling my radio mirror. I understand.
they're a cool watch. They are really, really cool watch. And I got to tell you,
I remember when you got this. You got this year, right?
yeah. I got this watch. Did I get it this year? No, late last year.
Wow,
Late
time flies.
last year. And the other one, of course, is the Zenith. I fucking love. Look at this. Really, I mean, that's the blue strap. It matches that register there. See, that's what it. That's the same blue. That's the whole thing. I don't know if this is a good photo or not, but that blue just pops. It just fucking pops with it. You know, I'm trying to, Jay Anthony, I'm trying to downsize down to 4 watches, okay?
Well, if you need cash, you know,
downsize down.
Explorer is probably the easiest thing to get rid of.
It's not for cash, Jay Anthony. I'm now doing it because I actually want to downsize so I can enjoy what I've got. Like, what I'm finding is I didn't enjoy a lot of this shit when I had 10. I'm now enjoying a lot more of the other pieces. Does that make sense?
It does. So what are you wearing the least?
Look, I've got to think about it because I've only just started this and I've had stuff away in the safe, but I'm going to start the rotation and see. I got to keep the Explorer 2. I got to keep the Speedy.
I have both of those. I'm good.
Yep. I want to keep one of the gold Breguets. So I'd keep one, okay? And I would like to fuck. I'd probably keep the Pam and sell the Zenith, but I love the Zenith's giving me a lot of fun at the moment. I love it. It's just, I want to add some more cheapy steals. You know that, Jay Anthony? I actually enjoy cheapy steals.
Well,
what I want to add. Sorry?
I was going to say that the Zenith and the Panerai have a very different ownership experience. So the Zenith is probably the better made watch, if I'm being honest with you. But it is a higher beat movement and requires more service. The Panerai is more rudimentary and probably going to be cheaper to run long term. So what do you like better?
Oh, I definitely agree with you. The thing is, if I've got a compact collection, I've already got the Speedy, so maybe having a dive and a chronograph is a better compilation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get where you're going. I would probably do the same.
But I got to tell you, I would like to add a Super Ocean Heritage.
Oh, I didn't know this was on your radar. Okay, tell me more.
Yeah,
now you're talking.
and I want to add another Reverso.
So you want the one on the mesh bracelet, I assume, the Super Ocean on the mesh, or you want a strap?
No, probably mesh.
What color? They make quite a few options of those things now.
You know what? I buy secondhand. It's whatever's a good deal. I want a deal.
Probably the two-tone bezel. Yeah, probably this with the gold bezel.
I love the two-tone. The two-tone actually is gorgeous.
I think it is too. Yeah, I agree.
Hey,
I like how Archie slid from downsizing into buying 2 new watches like effortlessly.
He's a pro.
We got
the
Phoenician
Super Ocean Heritage.
A triple grade panel. You betcha. This is the best of the best. We've missed you, Jay Anthony. I've missed your class to the stream, and we've tried to move away from the drama crap. I really want to move away from that because I find it so. Oh, that's beautiful, Bateman. I find it poisonous.
I mean, honestly, I don't want to be on those videos either, especially for my job. I don't want people seeing me in that nonsense. So I appreciate that. But it is good to see you, and I see Doc's here too. Hey, Doc.
It seems like a pretty killer deal there.
Good to see you, Doc.
You know, it's okay, Jay Anthony, if you hide behind an avatar.
Yeah, I've learned from you. You're right.
Then that way.
By the way, I forgot to ask, how is the Z3 going, Jay Anthony?
It's running great. I've fixed a lot of stuff on it myself. I've everything on that car that broke, I fixed it. So I recently fixed the AC. That was great. Rebuilt my subwoofer, fixed the headlight switch, fixed the AC again. I had a flat tire on it, and a bunch of stupid shit, but it's running great now. And then
What
my
year is
neighbor, it's a 2000. It's a Dynan Stage 4, so it's got like the throttle body and the intake and
what
all that
engine
crap.
have you got in it?
It's a S52. So it was 240 stock. It's like 300 now with a 2, and it's nothing earth shattering. My Corvette would have destroyed it. But then my neighbor.
What do those weigh though?
I want to say it's about 3,100 pounds because the front of it's an E36, the back's an E30. It's kind of a weird back. It's a back for
Okay, yeah,
child.
no, I would have
Back
thought
is
it was
an
under
E30.
3,000. Okay.
Yeah.
It's an E30. Yes. Yeah,
But
that's right.
I'll say something controversial, and I know Doc is a Porsche guy too.
Well,
my
I'm a
neighbor-
BMW guy too.
I know you have your E46. Yeah, my neighbor gave me his 991.2 Carrera S for the summer because he has another house with a 7-speed manual, and I like my Z3 better. It just feels much more tactile than the 911 does. The 911 doesn't have a lot of feedback anymore.
It's gotten kind of big.
What
It's still
transmission
exactly
did he have on the 911? What transmission did he have?
He has the 7-speed manual, and I've transparently I don't. I've been,
Seven-speed manual. You don't like it? That's
I want
apparently
to-
fantastic.
So I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of was thinking I was going to buy it off him because he's letting me drive it all summer, and I really like it. It's a beautiful like midnight
How
blue.
much is it? How much is it?
It's probably worth 100K still because it's got 15,000 miles on it. But I've also been looking at 996 turbos, which is the one that nobody loves but me, and I kind of want the
I was
turbo.
talking about that 2 days ago on this channel.
I didn't
No
know that.
IMS
color is it?
issues, about
Anthony,
400
what color?
horsepower, still light.
Well, my neighbor's car. Sorry, let's talk about cars. This is great. Thank you. Right, I'd love to talk about this. Yeah, to your point, once you get the hydraulic rams on the spoiler fixed and you pin the coolant lines, it's pretty much bulletproof.
Yeah.
No.
Well, the one thing I would say is, the biggest downside to that, because the 997 is a facelift of the 996, you get a much nicer interior if, the cost of going up to a 997 doesn't matter to you. And then you also lose the runny egg headlights.
So I know it's ironic and this sounds like a BS thing, but it's honestly true. I prefer the 996. That's just the one that I remember. I've driven 997s. It is a better car.
You mean you prefer the aesthetics?
I played Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, the video game, in 2000 and 2001, and that car forever in like the yellow color is burned into my memory. And I remember driving.
that was you were probably in high school at about the same time as me, because that was the 911 when I was in high school.
Yeah, I graduated in 2006 from high school. Yeah, and my friend had a Protomotive twin turbo, like stage whatever, with 1,000 horsepower of that car. That was just like mind blowing at the time.
You remember that Need for Speed, the first version of it? I think it was the Ferrari F348, wasn't it? Was it 348? I think, wasn't it?
My first one was Hot Pursuit 3, which came out in like 97 or 98, and that was a 355. And that one, and the Diablo SV, which is also a dream car. And the Ital Design Shakira, there was a bunch of random cars in that. So we have all car guys on the chat. You did a nice job with this panel, Archie. Let's talk cars. This is much more fun.
No worries at all there. I got to tell you, Jay Anthony, that Zenith, I think it's a fantastic fucking watch. Bang per buck is incredible. $3,000 US. I mean, would you really sell it for $3,000? It's just worth keeping. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of money if you're going to have a watch collection.
One of my friends who's in my watch group here is a CEO, has unchecked, obviously able to buy whatever he wants. And he has 5 Zeniths, and they're all the vintage El Primeros from the 70s, the reissues, and they're breathtaking.
Have any of them been shot? Have any of them been shot in the face?
No. He also just bought a Moser, so he has eclectic taste.
I think you'd be happier if you just got a standard classic Zenith El Primero standard dial reissue from 1969. I think you'd be happy with that, Archie.
That's a classic. That's classic.
It's 38 mils.
So, because yours is the oversized 42.
42 is the best thing about the open heart. Let me tell you this: the best thing about the open heart is the fact that you have a watch. You have a watch, which is I'll just change this. Let me just add this one.
Well, Bateman can pull it up, but you can get
You have a what? You have a that doesn't have that date. You don't need the date at 4.5, 4:30. You don't need the date.
The Zenith without the dates and the 38 mils. It's the perfect size, you know.
It's got a much bigger window than the normal size date window there.
I'll tell you one shock, Jay Anthony. I was shocked. I bought a few watches. Remember, I bought that IWC Petite Prince, and I also bought a Seiko. I actually lost money on the Seiko too. That's a disaster. That's actually, fuck. I made 450, but I lost 300 on a, or 200 on a fucking Seiko. Actually, I forgot to mention that. You remember I had that Seiko 62 MASH reissue thing?
No.
It was the blue dial one I had.
Yeah, the Save the Ocean one.
Save the Ocean, that's right. I lost fucking hundreds of dollars on that. That was fucking impossible to sell. Let me tell you, as far as a one and done, this Zenith could be it, guys.
It's not water resistant though.
No. Do you think that's high horology? Jay Anthony, is that haute horology, the Zenith, or not?
No, but it's impressive. I mean, it's I would say a level above, if not equal to what Rolex does.
No, it's a lot better than Rolex. It's got the exhibition back, and
I'm just talking about like finish and build quality, right? A lot of these cheaper watches, they don't. Yeah, this punches
above.
Well,
this is not a cheap watch. Just because I paid $3,000, this is still over 10, 11, 12,000 US dollars. You buy it from the boutique.
You're probably not going to like me when I say this, but I think I put this in the same league as like an IWC or some of these brands that do their own in-house movements that are nice, but don't really get a lot of respect. But Zenith has been around forever and actually has done this a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I think the issue is a bit of like, brands just doing in-house for the sake of in-house. Like, that always annoys me because you're paying more money for to be a quote in-house with no benefit.
Automatic chronograph.
Oh, I know Zenith was. I'm just making a general statement there. That,
no, I get you.
Well, actually, real quick, Roy, to your point, I have a question for you then in the panel. I've heard a lot of negative things about Panerai's in-house movements. I'm curious if you all have. I've heard the build quality has been terrible.
Well, I mean, they're just, lightly modified ETAs. Like I have a PAM 48, which is Luna Marina with an ETA caliber in the back of it, and that thing's bulletproof. I wouldn't feel any better or worse about the watch if it had an exhibition case back and a Panerai movement. It's still going to be the same reliable, base architecture.
That is beautiful,
mate. Have the Panerai.
That's my watch.
I agree with you. The old ETA ones, like I had
my watch.
Yeah, that is yours. I had a 287, which was the Valjoux 7750 modified to remove the chronograph module. Those are solid. I agree with you. The in-house ones I've heard now have a lot of plastic parts in them, and like the date windows and stuff break, or the date actuators break.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because they've probably been forced to cut costs in a lot of places over time as sales have slumped, And then they do weird things like, okay, we're going to have a fully ceramic with ceramic bracelet Panerai. Like, why? Like, why spend money on that?
I'm not a ceramic person, but I like heavy watches.
I think this is a more.
Like Panerai needs to have a tight collection with limited models that are historically correct. And when you try to reach too far in so many different directions, it dilutes the brand, in my opinion.
Doc, you wanted to say something about this one?
I just think it's a more balanced dial, and I think that when you go to 42. The date window is moved to the 6 o'clock position instead of that 4.5 position for the 38. Yep.
But do you have to pay more money to get the whole dial?
It is going to be more expensive than the wounded one. That is true.
The wounded one.
If you see where the date is, that's the reason the open heart doesn't have the date, because it runs through that exposed mechanism.
It's got
this one looks boring.
Look at this one, 3400.
It looks pretty dull to me. I like the colors.
Yeah,
the colors of that. Did you know,
the bracelet
Jay Anthony, did you know they have a Zenith called the Zenith Classic Cars?
No, what is that?
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Just type it in, Zenith Classic Cars, Bateman.
Got it. 1 second.
It's not far from this here on the screen. Have a look at this. It's the Classic Cars version.
Oh my.
That's nice. Kind of reminds me of what Hoyer / Tag Heuer is doing recently too, with all the old legacy stuff. That's cool. I like the strap.
Yeah.
This is fucking cool. I just don't like the strap. I don't like the holes in the strap. I'd rather have
Well,
like a rubber.
It's a racing.
I know. I understand. That's the
racing
appeal of it.
strap
I
is
understand.
all.
It's just it's horses for courses. I understand.
They just
Yeah.
think they have to put a racing strap on it.
It kind of reminds me, and maybe my brain is not what it was. It reminds me of the Tag Skipper, kind of. I need to look at the picture because my brain's not confused. That strap is very 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, it's different. Yeah.
Dial.
I think the Tag's actually better, which is a horrible thing for me to say.
In the photograph, it just looks quite busy, but I'm not sure how. It could be exaggerated by the
might be a
photograph
render.
rather than. It may be more subtle in real life. Those vertical stripes. It's not stripes actually. It's just the contour of the dial.
I'm honestly surprised that Zenith still exists as a brand. I don't mean that against anything to make a great watch, but I don't know really anybody outside of you, Archie, and my friend that I'm in my watch group to buy them. I don't know who actually buys these watches.
I think there might be.
They're owned by LVMH. Do you know that, don't you? Tag Heuer and.
But I mean, their
Zenith.
sales must be pretty small, right? Do you know anybody that buys these things new?
I think there's still brands that use their movements though. I think.
Yeah. And I mean, if they don't have a super high production either, you know, and they're part of a group, their individual overhead may not be huge.
Yeah, it must be. I mean, obviously Rolex used to use their Panerai and others did. You're right. I don't know anybody that buys these things.
I think Hublot uses a modification of their chronograph movement, but I could be wrong on that.
That would actually make Hublot a better watch than they usually get credit for.
But no, what I was to the comment about like having display case back versus Rolex having solid, like I don't know if the one thing that I found disconcerting about the Land Dweller is with how thin the case is with the sapphire case back, although that is a pretty movement, and how thin the bracelet is. Those things are disconcertingly light for a Rolex.
You said the Land Dweller?
Yep.
Yeah, I just started seeing those in my shop windows now. I haven't looked at them up close, but I don't know. I actually like them better in photographs than in person.
They're shockingly light. Like a gold Land Dweller is the weight of a normal steel, like sports Rolex of the same size.
That kind of defeats the purpose in my mind.
Yeah, no, I was really surprised by that. But I mean, it's a noticeably thinner watch than other Rolexes, and the bracelet is thin and supple. And I mean, I kind of understand, given the effort that they put in developing that movement, why they want to show it off.
The movement looks beautiful. I am curious to reading the chat. Has anybody in this chat bought a Zenith new? I'd be curious if anybody's bought one new. I don't know anybody that's bought one new, except for one person. The movement has like a gold rotor too, right? I haven't seen it in person. It's been a long time since I looked at it.
The Land Dweller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it just in the shop window.
Yeah, and my first thing that I took away from it was that, you know, the texture on the dial and the laser etching, it's not nearly as noticeable in person, which is nice.
That's a plus.
Yeah, I think the dial comes across really nice in person. It's got like a little bit like of the texturing that comes through in a subtle way, and I think it works in person.
As a Tissot PRX Powermatic 80, I feel like I already own it. That's a mean thing to say.
You say you do have a PRX?
I do. It's actually in this generic case full of my junk. Well, not junk boxes, but yeah, I have one right here.
I mean,
I got the blue dial. I got the fancy. It's my fake AP, right? And it's what, 40 mil?
I was thinking of picking one up just for when I have to visit California and New York. And
Honestly, this is my travel watch. It's a great travel watch. It keeps terrible time, but it's nobody's going to steal it.
The problem is when you're in
Exactly.
California and New York, if somebody's dumb enough to miss spot it, they're still going to try to rob you.
well,
Yeah.
as long as they don't kill me for a PRX, I mean that would be terrible.
I mean,
I don't.
how
think
much
they
you want to
would do
bet on that?
Well, it depends on what parts of California. I don't intend to go to those parts, but you never know. I mean, you can get killed with a robbery in Beverly Hills now.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
California's
honestly, I will say, like, last time I was in San Francisco, like a year and a half ago, realistically, it wasn't any worse than it was in 2012. It was exactly the fucking same.
But
New
I would
York
put-
City is actually pretty safe now too. New York's not bad. It's safer than London.
I don't know about
Really?
New York City is very safe. That's like what?
Fucking hell.
I mean, I've been there a couple times. Compared to Seattle or even London, it's actually pretty safe. Would I walk around in a solid gold anything? Hell no. But it's
So
not
it's
like
not
the
safe.
80s.
I just would say okay if you say so.
Just,
can
just
rock your
don't go to
G-Shock.
my hometown, Chicago. You'll definitely get shot there.
Well, I grew up in Michigan, so I'm very familiar with Chicago. Chicago, yeah, they're. I wouldn't do that on the Mag Mall. You're getting all those break-ins now. People are just shattering storefronts.
That's why I still, like, my family still has our old summer home outside of South Haven in Grand Junction, so southwestern Michigan.
Yeah, Chicagoans have taken over my old state. I'm ticked off. Like Saugatuck and Holland now are all people from Illinois. What happened?
They're trying to get the
I
hell
was
out of
offered-
Chicago.
I was offered a swap, Jay Anthony, the 2 Breguets for this Vacheron here. What do you think of that?
So I've actually reviewed that watch and seen it in person, and I did not like it. I thought it was really busy. I prefer what you have. I don't like these. Now, if you were to be like a patrimony or an overseas, especially the second generation overseas, I'd have a different
Well,
answer.
it is a patrimony.
But I mean the standard, like the what do you
Okay.
call it? I don't mean to argue with you. The
These
time
are
only. Or
huge retail value. You know that huge price new.
this is what
You
like
don't like the
14K,
retrogrades?
It would be
That was
much
like a
harder to
$30,000
sell.
watch. New, right?
This watch would be even more
Hmm.
difficult to sell.
I just don't like these things. I don't mean to be mean.
You don't like the retrogrades? Is that the part you don't like?
I just don't like. And this is personal preference. This is a great watch. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's too busy, and I like Breitling Navitimer. So what do I know? But
Well, you probably like the symmetry of a Navitimer. It's a little more symmetric than this one.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have
It's pretty
I have a
symmetric.
president which has the dates on it, and I like the date wheel on my president more than that snap thing. But I'm whatever. I'm picky.
I mean, a pointed date, yes, is always going to take away from the symmetry as opposed to an actual date wheel,
Right.
depending on the position.
I feel like this is like elementary school where the kid has to point the right day of the week. Like this is
But-
just weird to me.
It's inherently busy because it's got this, large arm that's telling you what day it is. It's just going to be, it's supposed to be something that you see, but then you're not going to be able to unsee it.
I mean, I don't know how you all feel. I mean, I think the day of the week is like the most useless complication ever that's cool. Like, I don't think I've ever forgotten what day of the week it is, but I do forget the date.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Fair
probably
point.
true.
Guys, I got to wrap this up because I got to leave my hotel soon. I want to say a big thank you. We had some really great guests. Jay Anthony, it is an honor, a pleasure to have you on. It's very nice of you to jump on, Roy and Doc.
Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. And unfortunately, I had to boot T-Dubs. He just gives me the shits. That guy gives me the fucking shits. So
What about the poll? What about the poll?
the
What was the
poll.
poll?
I'll have to let me have a look.
Hang on, I'll pull it up.
There may be sympathy for T-Dubs after all.
So what have we got here? Give him the boot or let old Bacon 2 phone.
Give
this
him
is-
the boot.
Ooh, 63% with 109 votes. And then 37%.
Seems like the punters have spoken.
Well, I mean, the punters usually want their red meat, they want their blood, you know. You can't satiate the
That's
punters.
Yes. He's just so boring. He doesn't add much to the program. That's the problem I find with him. But anyhow, let's go through and thank our super chatters today. Patel Philippe, Ghetto Matt, Rich Mitch, Patel Philippe, Black Cat 997, Mac Lobster, Patel Philippe, Yankee Doodle, JD Montreal, Yankee Doodle, Patel Philippe, JD Montreal, Walther 2, Endless Time, Starchy Luxury, Helger Strand, Starchy Luxury, Anton May, Des D, Patel Philippe, Mac Lobster, Starchy Luxury, Michael, and Phoenician Cedar, followed by Frank V. Thank you so much, guys. That's the show. Please come again. I'll be back tomorrow talking watches. Enjoy yourself, guys.
Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW.